Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The Summer Solstice Progression Event just went live, as well as some other stuff. As always, you will find timestamps to jump to the part that interests you the most. We get started with the Progression Event. The actual rewards we can reach as free-to-play players look very promising this time. We can get up to 50 experience for the Season Pass, speed-up items for the Expedition, an 8-slot rack with 5% bonus power, 2 Rollertoken, 1 million bonus power for 7 days, and a 3-hour booster, which is the new boosters that they implemented. This specific 3-hour booster is relatively useless, but it's very cool that they implemented those boosters already. You can find them here inside of the store, and those ones are the first ones. Also, they spoiled us that there will be more boosters like this for the hamsters, for example, for the expedition, so that we can actually wake up the hamsters with sort of coffee. Then we can also level them with some other boosters, and these kind of things will be implemented at some point, so that's something we can look forward to. At this point, I want to mention that nobody should ever consider purchasing this 3-hour boosters as they are at the moment, because this power from the games is fairly useless. You wouldn't even make back like a milli percentage of whatever you spend here. One roller token for 5 times the amount of power from mini games is kind of wasted, I would say, because you're not making ever enough mining power from those mini games than this roller token is worth actually. And you also need to keep in mind that the power of games is only temporary. So even if you would win, let's say 20 or 30 games or something with a 5x power boost from those games here, that will not actually make up for the price here, and then at some point this power will just decrease again and it's basically vanishing into nothingness, so you don't have the permanent power from this. And as I said, I don't recommend purchasing them until they are actually getting reworked and the power of the games may be changed or something like that, or if they are actually implementing those other boosters I was talking about, like those ones where we can with a coffee wake up the hamsters and stuff. I think they have more potential than the power of games. This is a little bit unfortunate that this booster is the first one that they are actually implementing, because this looks really bad, but I think the feature itself is very good and it has a lot of potential, so I cannot wait to see the next things that they are implementing here. This looks really cool. Let's go back to the progression event. The rewards that you see down here starting level 7 is only going to be reachable with a multiplier, and here we have some really cool mining machines with 350k power and 2%, for example, 3%, 3%, 4%. All of them have a very high bonus power actually, and then down here it starts having more base power and a little less bonus power. And here we have a good combination of the both with good amount of mining power and bonus power. And then here comes the new miner, the Raham, and this one is actually pretty good, and you don't even get it all the way on the bottom here, but you get it on rank number 22, so this is very unusual actually to get the jackpot or main reward this early on in the progression event. Here you need 30 million points, and down here you get it another time but upgraded already. And the main reward here on 31, the last one, is the normal version again, so you could technically make it a tier 3 version in the future, but it's very interesting to see you get the tier 2 version of it here on level 30 instead of 31, so that's pretty good. And you have some really crazy miners all the way down here, 8p in mining power, 11p in mining power, a lot of bonus power combined, and you get a lot of experience for the pass. So overall the progression event is very good again, and the total event rewards is 89p and 64% bonus power, so that's pretty massive, guys, and also almost an entire level for the season pass, so pretty good. Another thing I want to talk about is the designer drop Hamel Classic, and this one is the second sale of the designer set. Here you get this time for 600 Dogecoin, which is very expensive by the way, the second miner and also the rack of the designer set. As the other sale, I will skip on this one. I personally don't like this designer stuff, and I think it's very overpriced for what it gives, because in the moment you're missing out of one of those or two of those miners, the set bonus already doesn't make up for the price anymore. Just keep in mind, if you're quitting on this sale or you're skipping this, that maybe we will not have another chance on the designer set rack, so maybe you need to purchase this kind of sale here if you actually want to manage to get like the set bonus of 4 miners or 6 miners. And if you are missing out on this, then maybe that is a problem. But as I said, I think it's a little bit overpriced, and you need to think about it if it's worth it for you to go for the set and try to get some more of those pieces, or if you just basically skip on it and just let it pass. And that is personally what I will do. Another thing ongoing is a crafting offer, and as the last crafting offers, this one is pretty good. You can get the Nucleus, the Palm Pilot, and also the Pink Storm, and all of them have a fairly good power and bonus power, and they are not costing that much. And the bigger the craft is that you are making, the better is the price and the value basically. The Nucleus is already upgraded on tier 5 with 2% bonus power and 5p in mining power, and it costs you only 100 of the green parts, which are fairly inexpensive at the moment. And also it costs only 1.75 roller token in crafting fee when you click the button here. And then you have a miner that can be sold in the marketplace and has 5p and this percentages, so that's very good. Same applies to the Palm Pilot. This one has 2.5p and 1.5% bonus power, can also be sold. And I think you can craft all of the 3 miners if you don't have them already, because they are very inexpensive and actually have really good stats. And if you don't need them anymore, you just throw them back into the marketplace in the future. So that is a very, very good craft. Another thing ongoing is the summer race, and this one unfortunately is a race again with only purchasing roller token. And here you get as a main reward the darkness core, which was one of the main rewards inside of one of those burning events like 1 month ago or something like that. It was fairly expensive to reach the darkness core in that event, and now you can just win it in a race. So that's also very interesting to see that we are getting the main rewards of bigger events now outside of those inside of other events. And also you can get here like 25 roller token and a little bit of bonus power. Just keep in mind that a lot of big accounts or whale accounts will probably purchase like hundreds of roller token for the progression event. So it is very unlikely, if you don't have hundreds of dollars lying around here in currency from mining, that you are actually making it to rank number 1. So this is a pass for me personally, but if you are actually participating, I would recommend that you are opening the race a little bit later so that all of the whales end up in a different race from you. So you basically just wait it out, and then tomorrow at some point you're just gonna enter here, and then you hopefully have people that are not charging too many roller tokens, so you stand a chance. Today's video was very short. I hope everyone has a nice weekend. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one. Bye!